morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, I see Kimberly, Marisa, Portugal. Okay, Antilec, Portugal. Patricia, good morning. Christine, Facebook user, good morning from Samata, India. Taiba, Bupinder, okay. Felicia, Jordy, okay, I see Jordy. I'm down there already. Let me see beginning. Okay, Jordy, Italian translation is here, okay? And Italians, there's a translation. Sajal, you're there. Italian, oh, that's different. It's different from the one I said. Okay, this is another Italian translation. I don't know if the first one was correct. Google, it's different. Okay, take this Italian translation. It's different. Good morning, Vivi, and here's the Portuguese translation. I don't know if there's any Portuguese here, but it's there. Spanish translation is here. It's the same all the time. So if you're Spanish or Portuguese, take down the link already. Okay. So you got it. Where's that? Okay. All right. Now we're in another. I hope you enjoy your 1 week vacation and listen to the recording. I saw one comment. No, no, please keep the momentum. It's like don't no vacation. But I was thinking you have all the recordings. You're not on vacation. You're supposed to listen to it every day, your favorite forgiveness, that which applies to you. So even though I'm on vacation, you're on vacation, you don't have to do it on Monday or that morning. You can do it at night or the day before, the day after, and every day, okay? So it's ironic that you call it Labor Day and people vacation on Labor Day. They're supposed to be laboring, right? But anyway, I gave that one day break. And then now we're done with forgiving those people who had cheated or fooled us or, in relationships or business. Now we're going to go to ancestral healing. You can call it generational healing or ancestral healing. Um, this is the theory, which I believe is true. The sins of our forefathers come down many generations below. They said up to 7 generations, the pattern remains the same. The karma, when you say we're looking at the negative karma, okay? Of course, the good karma, we fully embrace it. We enjoy a beautiful life. If our ancestors did a good job, good choices in life, they've done well, they lived virtuously, they didn't commit so many wrong choices and wrong actions. We benefit in this lifetime because they've done well. We have a good life. But what if our ancestors did not do well? Who knows? Who knows what our ancestors have done? Could be a family of witches or devil worshippers, or, I mean, witches are good. They're just the white witches and the one on the dark side. And could be black magicians, or I had one of I saw my life as a devil worshipper. Uh, what other things? You could be a soldier who had killed so many people, or you could just be a bad guy, or you know, killed one person or two. That happens now. So moving forward, if you had done a lot of not so nice things today, this lifetime, we will reap the reward. I would say reward. The law of karma is cause and effect. There must be a cause in the past that's we're feeling the effect now. The effect might be good, the effect might be detrimental, or struggles in life, okay, or problems. As I mentioned before, if someone had cheated you, fooled you, you must have done that in the past, right? That's why you're being fooled or cheated now. So we're done with the topic. But ancestral healing is we will forgive our ancestors, whoever our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, great grandparents, the seven generations before us. Okay, why we're doing that? Because we might be as there's such thing as individual karma. Yes, we create our own, benefits, rewards, and lessons, right, that we need to learn. But there's also what we call family karma, and that's what this generational healing is all about. You belong to a certain family because you chose that family. You chose your parents. You're the one. You're the one who said, I'm going to choose this couple because my karma, what I need to learn, these people, this couple will be the best one to help me evolve. Okay, so that's why we call generational line, ancestral line. Um, as again, it says up to seven generations. So we will, in our vision, we will only visualize seven generations before us, not 10, not 20, not 1,000 generations, just seven. They said normally the patterns continue up to seven generations. So if you're in the fourth generation only or fifth generation, you don't want this negative karma to pass over through your children and grandchildren. Of course, you want to have a beautiful life for your children. And if you notice how you raise your child or children, how you think, like regarding money or certain things in your life, you notice you copy your parents. You copy your parents. We pattern is what we call modeling. Unconsciously, we're not aware that we're like our parents. What you hate in your parents, and you realize that's what I'm doing to my children. I hated to be spanked, to be punished, and that's what I'm doing to my children because that's what you see. That's what you heard. Okay? So that's how things are transferred. And that's already parents to you, to your children. So that's three generations. And then sometimes our father might be tough, or you say mean. I hate my parents because they're so whatever they did to you. And then you will see that they were like that because that's how they saw from your grandparents. That's how they were raised. They did not have the love and all that. And that's why you cannot blame them for being whoever they are in your life because they just copied their parents, right? So that's how it continues. But what if there's mental health issues you see in your cousins, in your uncles? Doesn't have to be directly with you because a generation includes your parents and your uncles and aunts, all the siblings of your mother and your father. That's one generation. And in your generation, it's you, your siblings, and your cousins. The children of your uncles and aunts are your cousins. This is the present generation, right? And then your children will have children. We might have one child. Your sibling might have two or three other siblings. Some have huge family. Some have one, the only child. But when you have siblings, they too have children. So you and your siblings, this generation, and then your children, another generation, your children and the cousins, right? Because you have siblings who will have children also. And you have cousins. So this one generation is a lot. And you cannot guarantee that everybody will live virtuously or piously. Somebody, you say, a black sheep in the family, or who left the one to the left field, or did not live a good life, or were not so nice, or mean, or hurt people, okay, either in words, in thoughts, or action. Who knows, you were a rapist in the past? I'm not saying, right? Who knows? When I say you, could be me, all of us, right? Maybe we were killers or rapists or gamblers. Who knows, right? But because of the gene and the law of karma, we come back to the same family. What I mentioned before, which whatever part of it, maybe in the beginning, um, you chose your parents, and if you got an abusive parent, just because you have to feel how it feels to be abused, because surely in the past you were also an abuser. Okay, doesn't have to be your parents. Could be you abused a brother, a friend, and that brother's a friend. Could be part of your family karma, a family line, and then you will be born in the same family. Okay, so that's what the generational healing is all about. We will forgive those 7 generations before us, and then we will forgive ourselves. By forgiving the 7 generations before us, you're also forgiving yourself because you were part of that in the past. Okay, so I hope you got the essence. So some people, some families, they have a pattern that my aunt, my mother, my sister, they all died of cancer. And as far as I know, my grandmother also died of cancer, cancer of the breast or whatever cancer. That's a pattern that has to stop. And you have the power to stop this negative karma from passing down, down to the generations. Or the suicide in the family. My brother committed suicide, my father committed suicide, and my uncle. And you see the pattern in your family. Okay? That's a family karma. And many, many other things. Yeah, mental health. Oh, my brother went to the psychiatric hospital. He was in the mental hospital. I was born with his loving and all this. I, I, I cannot, I cannot be angry at him. That means it's developing your heart. You have to accept your brother. Some people have mentally retarded or physically disabled, and you love your child so much, or mentally retarded kids, right? You love them. You have autistic kids, you love them. And then some people know. Some people, if they get a son or a child, a baby known to have Down syndrome, they give them for adoption, not knowing that that child, mm, like that child chose you for you to develop your love aspect, for you to learn how to accept, people as they are. But since you sent them for adoption, you'll be given the same lesson next life. That soul will come back to you. Okay. So until you neutralize the karma, whatever you've done, whatever you've done to this person that he chose you to feel the difficulty of raising a child. But once you overcome that, the next life is neutralized already. The fact that you avoid, you run away from it, it will be given to you again and again and again until you learn the lesson. Okay. So if you saw or see or observe a pattern in your family, something, okay, I think there's a curse in the family. Like my husband, all firstborn in the family, especially male, dies in many, many ways, right? So, okay, obviously there's something there. Some women in the family couldn't have a baby, couldn't have a baby. Maybe in the past you had killed babies when you were a soldier, so you stopped, maybe you killed parents were pregnant, mothers who were pregnant at the time, and you were a soldier, part of your duty, you killed so many women because you were following the orders of the king or the emperor. Okay, do you understand how karma is generated? And sometimes you're not a soldier, but you just lost your senses and you killed someone. You see that now in the news. A father killed his wife and all the children because he lost it. So what's the karma of that? Next life, maybe he wanted to have a child. He will not be given a child because he killed his children now. He was gifted with children, blessed with children, and then he chose to kill them. So that goes on, the karma. So if you see any pattern Any pattern in your family. Maybe you're struggling financially. Whatever you do, your parents, they grew up poor, and whatever extra work you do, you cannot seem to get out of that poverty level. Not you, okay? I'm talking in general, people that maybe you done something in the past, you were not generous enough. You did not plant seeds of generosity, of abundance. That's why you don't have abundance this lifetime. So whatever you've done, maybe you took money from them, maybe you fooled people in financially, maybe you were blessed financially, but you did not use the money properly, you did not share your wealth. So now you're feeling how it is to be on the other side. Okay, that's what generational or ancestral karma, ancestral healing is for about. Whatever sins or wrong choices or wrong actions we did in the past, we will forgive. We will forgive. While we forgive them, we are like forgiving ourselves also. And also at the end, we will also forgive ourselves, because knowing that we had done also something there to suffer now. Could be health problems, right? Could be health problems. Whatever you see in the family. Because what you heal, if you heal yourself now, if you do this thing now, the forgiveness and gratitude for being the family, loving yourself, we're not gonna be being in the self blame, self guilt. We just, this is life. This is life. And now I know what I've done, and I don't need to suffer, and my children need not suffer anymore, or my grandchildren. I want them to be happy. I want them to have a good life. That's why we're doing this. Okay? Give me a thumbs up or any emojis to say, I understand, I know why we're doing this, and I'm all in it. I'm all in it. Give me a sign that you understood. In my family, almost all my women relatives are divorced or husbands have died. Yes, that's a pattern. Yes, definitely. That's a pattern. Maybe you this, or not you, your family, ancestral line, part of the lineage. Maybe they they destroyed families. Some people are jealous, or they try everything to separate families, or still one partner, so that they could be, as a revenge to the friends they don't like. So now they've experienced the feeling of being divorced, not having a partner. Yes. Okay. Good vibes. What do you mean by good vibes? Okay. I understand, and I'm all in it. Colon cancer, both sides. Yes, definitely a family karma. And if you have, not you, if a family member cancer, you don't remember cancer. I realized, I realized when I'm doing the generational healing, when I teach this, hey, my mother died of pancreatic cancer. My sister died of breast cancer. Well, that's only two I know. I said, hey, I have to watch out. I have to really forgive. Maybe, I don't know, health is, I didn't realize, well, I could say it's pattern, but it's not as much as uncle, aunt, grandparents, and all this, right? This one is obvious, Kathy, all divorced. Oh, okay. Thank you, Vanya. Thank you. You're welcome. Good morning. Okay, Romania is here. Okay, got it. Ma says there are clear karma pattern that produces mental health instability. Yes, definitely. Definitely. If there's a lot of mental health issues in your family, that's a pattern. Yes, that's why we forgive. We will forgive. Maybe you confuse people. Maybe you distort the truth from people in the past. I'm talking about the past. So now, if you continue whatever we're doing now, whatever our ancestors did in the past, and you're continuing now, it will be continues to the future, continue to the future generation. So if you're a mean now, mean, you know what I mean, bad, live against the golden rule, something like that, right? So if you do that now, you will suffer in the future incarnations. Yes, while we're doing this, we're going to do this for sessions for the next 4 sessions. September 13, 20, 27, up to October 4, 4 sessions. So hopefully you really understand the essence so that, and obviously you have to continue after the 4 sessions, right? You can listen to the recording. Our goal is to stop it, to stop whatever patterns you see and all the negative karma from the past be neutralized, be even, like nothing to pay off anymore, no more debt, so that our children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, great great grandchildren, which we could be reincarnating at that time, that we will have a better life, not if not better life, a beautiful life. Okay, got it. Okay, have earring? What's earring? Oh, hearing problems maybe. In my family, my parents or all my aunts have hearing problems with age. All healing. My mother had 5 brothers. They all passed away, and the only daughter stayed alive. Is this a pattern? Well, in general, the men always die ahead of the women. That's general. That's normal. Somehow women have longer lives. Okay, that's not a pattern. Alcohol behavior, yes, alcohol behavior is a pattern. And let's say in the past you left your family. Yeah, you have small children, and they're still small, and you let your emotions rule, and you left your family. You didn't care for your family, and then you realize your grandparents are the same. Your father, grandfather left your grandmother at an early age, and then that left your mother grow up with no father, and then it passes to you. Your parents, you realize the same thing. Your father left your mother when you were young, and then now you see yourself doing the same pattern. If you see that your parents had that pattern, your grandparents, if you're thinking of leaving your wife now and you have small children, you better think twice. You're just continuing the pattern. Do something now to stop that pattern. Okay, when someone was telling me before, so many years ago, Master, I want to leave my wife. Why? Because the child, the baby, beautiful baby, is only 3 years old. And I asked him, was were were you not like 3 years old when your father left your mother? Yeah. And how was that for you? I hated it. And what are you doing now to your daughter? You're the beautiful daughter, special soul. Why are you doing that? Can you not wait? Can you not wait? At least when the baby is big enough to understand, right? So you're repeating the pattern. I said, yes, and my grandparents and all this, he noticed. I said, you have to stop it now. You're the healer in the family. Use your power as a healer. Okay? Do not continue the pattern. Your wife is not bad. She's good. You just try to look for wrong things. You're just looking for an escape for the responsibility. Okay, so the land issues from my grandparents until now is karma. Everything is karma. Everything. If you're suffering from that emotional stuff, you're like you cannot be happy. Obviously, maybe you took the land from the past. Maybe you were an emperor or a high stature and took the land of people because you have that power. Now you have the land and you have still fighting in that land. The whole family fighting about it. Yeah. Okay. Hearing problems. I'm sure there's something that you've done in the past that that destroyed the hearing of the person. Okay. Karma is so exact. Karma is so exact. You cannot experience whatever you're sharing now if you did not do anything in the past in the same pattern. Okay. The bad thing, well, the not so good news is the longer you postpone the karma, the longer you pay off the debt, it earns interest. He said, what you do to others comes back to you 10 times. I said, okay, you tithe, give money, give $10, comes back to you 10 times more. So you get $100 back. So you give $100, you get $1,000 back. It just means whatever good you plant, the seeds that you plant, you harvest. What? When you plant seeds, you harvest. Okay, good harvest. Now, if you plant negative seeds, you harvest also. It multiplies 10 times also. Okay, so the sooner you pay off that karma, it doesn't have as much interest, meaning it doesn't grow to an oak tree, to a big, big one. It's okay to grow to an oak tree with all, let's say, any tree, mango tree that produces so many fruits. It's okay if it's good karma. Okay, bad words. Bad words stems from bad thoughts, bad intentions. Okay, you also create karma that way. Okay, all right. So let's do meditation now. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I trust your eyes are closed. Be aware of your heart. Remember, we're forgiving our ancestors. In forgiving your ancestors, your problems now could be easing, could be better. Okay? Remember, whatever you're suffering from now is the result of what you've done in the past. Close your eyes, be aware of your heart. Inhale slowly, hold, exhale gently. Inhale slowly, hold, exhale gently. As you're doing the inhalation and exhalation, I want you to be aware of your heart, and I want you to visualize what I mean by 7 generations before you. Just it's like you here, and then you have a whole. This is you, and you have a whole line of generation. You are the first generation. You have um, before you, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, 5 generation. So before you, all the ancestors before you lined up, lined up behind you, people born before you, which are all in your family line. You don't know how many, but that's a lot. Parents, grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents, great 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 grandparents. So you are the first generation and goes all the way down to the seven. Okay, you can visualize the whole ancestral line. So while you're doing the inhalation and exhalation, you visualize your whole ancestral line, all 7 generations, including you. Inhale slowly again and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now I want you to increase the loving aspect in your heart as you inhale and exhale. So that's easy to accept that you were part of all the problems in the past, and you accept whatever you've done in the past, and now you're ready to forgive yourself. Not being judgmental or critical. Just know it's the past. We cannot do anything anymore. We cannot go back in the past. It's done. What we can do right now in the present time is to understand how life is, that life, the journey that one goes each lifetime has many lessons, obstacles, trials, tribulations, and it's up to you to navigate your life learning the lessons you need to learn. So you're not blaming yourself, you just say, this is how I lived my life in the past. I don't want to live that life again. I don't want this pattern repeated to my children, to my grandchildren, and I want my life, this generation, to improve. So I'm ready to forgive all my ancestors in the past so that my life now and my future lives will be blessed with a beautiful life or a much improved life, that I don't need to suffer whatever I'm suffering from now. Could be health, could be finances, could be relationships. A lot of people have relationships issues. Know that whatever fighting, disharmony, this gruntedness feeling, that's the result of the past. Now we will try to forgive not only the people now, which are also part of your past, but also yourself. The whole works. You forgive everything, so it helps you get out of the pattern. Okay, see the whole picture without any feeling of like, my gosh, what did I do? This is not what it's all about. Just understanding how life is and that you can do something about it. Okay, inhale slowly. Hold, exhale gently. Hold. Just breathe on your own, seeing the whole picture. And when you see the whole picture, behind you are the 6 generations before you. In front of you are the future generations. If you have children, see that generation. If you have grandchildren, see that generation. Great grandchildren, even if you don't have them yet, some of you are still single, doesn't matter. You see that generation after you, the 2 generations after you, 3 generations after you, 4 generations after you, 5 generations after you, 6 generations, okay? So it's like you are the focal point. Before you, 6 generations. After you, 6 generations. See the whole lineage. This is your family lineage. Your father's lineage is in you. Your mother's lineage is in you. Whether they were alcoholic, doesn't matter. You're not having children, but your siblings have children and you have nephews and nieces. That's the generation, okay? It doesn't have to be your own production. Or you could have some people have adopted children. That includes the generation, okay? It continues no matter you have your own children or not. There will always be generations after you, okay? Visualize that whole lineage of your family line. The whole family line. Now we will invoke, we need the help of God and the great ones to be able to neutralize, to be able to use the power of love in neutralizing your karma or the families, the 2 families, parents, mother and father side, in order to neutralize the karma, okay? To the divine supreme God, the God of all gods, only one God with many messengers, to all the messengers of God, These are the angels, the archangels, the devas, the deities, all these great ones that you know, the different the different leaders of all religions. They're all gods as well. They're all children of God, messengers of God. The saints that you know, they're also messengers of God. All the invisible helpers. To your spiritual teacher, to my spiritual teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, and his teacher, Lord Mahago Jimaling, all of these are great messages of God. To all the great, great ones, to all the invisible helpers, to my higher soul, to my divine spark, we humbly ask for your assistance, for your guidance, for your help, for your protection in forgiving all my ancestors in the past, which include me. Help me understand, help me let go, and help me clear up what I need to do, and please help me in neutralizing the karma of my generation and the generations to come. My hope is by forgiving all the ancestors before me that my present situation will improve, my relationships will improve, my finances will improve, my health will improve, my siblings, cousins, whoever's in your generation, that their lives will improve, that we will live a happier life than what we are having now. And if you're happy already, that we can live an even happier life. If you're already prosperous, that we can live an even more prosperous life. Okay? Each one is a different situation. Whatever anomalies in your family, mental health issues, suicide in the family that you know, divorces in your family, health issues like cancer, diabetes, obvious patterns that you see in the family, that all these issues will lighten up, we get healed in this generation, and most importantly, for next generation and the six generations before me, and six generations after me. I want you to see the whole line. Now, I want you to see the whole line behind you and in front of you. Make it vertical, vertical, that the sixth generation above is now above you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is like a ladder going down to you. And then below you are the six generations, so that the blessings of God from above, from the heavens above, we will ask God to shine healing light from the heavens above, shine through all the whole generations, bring light, healing love to all of us, the whole family line, the whole ancestor lines, all your cousins, all your uncles, aunts, all the nephews, nieces, all your grandparents and their siblings, grand aunts, grand uncles, they're all included. So it's straight and wide as well. God's power is immense. It can cover all of this. We will now ask, dear God, kindly bless my whole ancestor line, my father's line and my mother's line. Kindly bless my whole generational line before me and after me. 6 generations before me, 6 generations after me. Kindly bless my family lines with healing, physical healing. So if there are physical problems, health problems, invoke, humbly invoke physical healing, emotional healing. There's so many relationships issues that you're always angry. Emotional healing, that includes your husband, includes your wife, because that's part of your generation. You are the one in the family, but you're married to your husband, wife. That's included in your generation. Kindly bless us with harmony, relationship healing. Kindly bless our whole family lines. Lines because it's your mother and father lines. With financial healing. If you're struggling financially, let God wash away all these issues, all these struggles, all these negative thoughts about being poor, not deserving to have money, not deserving to be rich, not deserving to be comfortable in life because of your beliefs, because of whatever caused it or whatever you've done in the past. Kindly bless us with financial healing. So it's like God hears you, and through all the messengers, the whole clan is being blessed from above with brilliant, brilliant white light, healing love. Thank you for blessing our careers, our future, our present life with happiness. Some of you are not happy because of relationships. Some of you are not happy because you don't have the money. You don't have the comfort of just buying the food and providing for your children, going to school, going to your higher education. It's difficult if you're struggling with money. Some of you have no job. So just know that all of these are the effects already. So ask for help. Believe in the higher power. Please bless me or my siblings, whoever is struggling financially. Please bless our jobs, our businesses. Bless our present financial situation, relationships, financials, health. Just receive. Now know that you're being showered by God. You can feel the downpour of energy. Now I want you to put your hands in a blessing position. Now is the time to bless your family, your whole family. While God is blessing you, you also bless. And forgive, of course. To my loving family, to my parents, to my siblings, to my cousins, to my nephews, nieces, aunts, uncles, the one you know now, the one you in the present lifetime. Bless everybody. As God is blessing you continuously, be aware of the crown, be aware of the downpour, and you share the downpour to the people in your life. Bless your partners. If you're fighting, even though you're divorced already, done deal, still bless your partners. Bless your children. Bless your siblings, especially if they're having also relationship issues, divorce also. If your children, your siblings are also divorcing because it's a pattern, they see it. It's a common thing they observe from the parents, from the siblings. Bless. If you're struggling with money, your children struggling with money, bless. Share the blessings from God. And as you do the blessings, now I want you to ask forgiveness from your heart. I ask for forgiveness from all my ancestors, from all the people I met in the past and I met this lifetime for whatever sins or wrongdoings I've committed, wrong actions, wrong thoughts, negative words, negative intentions that I have done in the past many, 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 many lifetimes before me. And in the present time, all the negative thoughts I've produced to my loved ones, to the people I've met, to the people at my work, to everyone in this lifetime that I was not sending positivity, to the point that I was or am still now, up until now, so angry, that caused me being angry at life itself and being angry at myself. I ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Accept responsibility. Have clarity that you are part of the problem. In the past, you had caused it. And up until now, you're continuing the pattern, whether you're aware or not. If you're still fighting, if you're still angry, if life's still miserable, you're still continuing the pattern. Say, forgive me. Forgive me for what I have done, consciously and unconsciously. Please forgive me. To all the people I have hurt before me, 6 generations before me, and to this generation, to all of you whom I've hurt, I am sorry. I am sorry. And to the people whom I have hurt in the past 6 generations, to those people whom I have hurt, which may be in your present lifetime now, who are hurting you right now. There are people right now in this present life who are hurting you because you have hurt them in the past. So say, I forgive you. I forgive all of you. I forgive you from the bottom of my heart. And I am sorry. I am sorry. Just know that I forgive anything and everything I have done to you, you have done to me in the past. Again, if you forgive those people in the past, it's like you're also forgiving the people in the present time, because they're continually hurting you because you're continually hurting them. So I forgive you. And I thank you for being in my life right now, for showing me what I need to learn this lifetime. And I wish both of us, may God bless both of us, to learn our lessons this lifetime so we don't continue it in a future life. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for being transformed. Now you have a partner, a relationship issues. You talk to the soul. Send good words. Send loving thoughts. Even though you're fighting presently, send loving thoughts to the soul. I thank you for showing what I need to learn. I thank you for testing my patience. I thank you for increasing my heart, that I need to increase my loving aspect. If you're divorced already, do the same thing. Thank you for showing what I need to do to improve myself, to better myself, to evolve my soul. Thank you. If the problems with your child, your children, so thank you. Thank you, God, for blessing me with my kids. Some couples don't have kids. They wanted so much. You have kids, but you have issues with your kids. Whatever issues you have done that to your parents before. Said, I am sorry, my son, my daughter. I'm sorry for what I've done to you before. For you to be blessed with kids who are rebels to you now, you must have done that in previous lifetimes. So say, I am sorry. I forgive you, and please forgive me. Address any issues that you have. Bless. If you have having health issues, say, I forgive you. In the past, all my answers in the past, I forgive you. Please forgive me. God bless me. Kindly heal me. Help me. Be humble. You're suffering because you caused this suffering in the past. I acknowledge, I accept my sins before this lifetime, my wrong choices. And now I am in deep humility to know that I need to ask for forgiveness. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, and I am sorry. And know that I totally forgive all of you, all the generations before you, where you were part of the lifetime, or you caused pain. I forgive you. I forgive all of you who had caused me pain. God, thank you for your continuous blessings. Thank you for continued protection. Thank you for continued loving energy. Thank you for all your great, great blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In full faith, I thank you. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Of course, I don't see if your eyes are open, but I trust that your eyes are open. So, how do you feel? Your eyes are still closed. You can share how you feel. Do you feel, or did you see the whole picture, or maybe you had some inkling what you've done in the past, or maybe you saw something that you realized what you've done. I was in air for a few minutes. Okay, yeah. When your weights are removed, you feel lighter. You feel like you're floating. Very good. Yeah, that's a big that's a big weight removed from your aura. A big weight. Okay, so the goal of the forgiveness to be happy. To be happy. Okay, big mountain release. Yeah, that's a very good description. Because I said a big weight removed from your aura. That's why you feel lighter and you feel like floating. But that's a huge mountain. That's right. That's the best way to describe the big load that you have. Okay, you felt the blessings. Oh, yes, very good. Don't ask any more questions. Okay, we don't know any to. You don't need to know. You obviously you only know your parents and grandparents, but your parents came from your grandparents, great parents. You don't need to know them, but you know it exists. They exist, or else you won't be here if you were not born and born and born and born. Okay, you don't need to know, but you just know that them from Adam and Eve, so on and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. Okay, so you know. Okay, we just do 6 generations before us, but this 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? We don't know. Yes, that's why we're asking for forgiveness. We don't even know what we did, but we know we did something wrong. How do you know? Because you're suffering now, whatever you're suffering from. Okay. No shower yet, if possible. Yes, who felt the blessings of God? Who felt the blessings of God? When we ask God to shower us from heaven, the whole, all your family line, you can feel it's so real, right? So I don't want you to shower now. I don't want you to shower. Heavy weight removed. Yes, the mountain load of weight removed. Okay? So, okay, be happy. Whatever situation you're in, your goal is to be happy, to be free. Okay? Thank you. Completely calm, lighter, pouring healing upon all of us, including ancestors. And yeah, we still have 3 sessions. And if you want to continue, because I have so much negative karma in my family, I better start doing it. Do it every day. If you have heavy karma in your family, okay? I suggest. It's a suggestion. It's up to you to follow. But if you want a healing, you want to get real healing, and you see a pattern in your family, the hope of the family is in you to stop the karma. It's just it's a cycle. You want to stop that cycle, okay? Okay, goodbye. See you next week. No vacation anymore unless we'll see during Christmas. I don't know. I don't know when Monday. What is Monday? Any holiday coming? Okay. All right. Bye bye. See you next week. Okay. Be happy. Smile. No shower. Bye.